Bass Case Season 2, Episode 42, Minor Blues, Part 1. Minor Blues. I don't know where you're at on this, so let me start at ground zero with minor blues. Now, if you go back to some of my earliest episodes, I deal with the blues. You know, I give bass lines over blues and heads and solo ideas. And those blues are what some persons call like major blues. I don't really like that name, or just a regular blues, and that's not such a good name either. But what I'm talking about on those and what I did on those earlier episodes are blues with dominant chords, seventh chords. And for jazz musicians, those blues are usually in F, B flat, and E flat, although you can find other keys. Now, a minor blues changes the tonality of the blues, the regular blues, right? Those dominant seventh blues to minor chords. So instead of a flurry of dominant chords, you have a bunch of minor chords. Let's take a minor blues in the key of C minor. The first 4 bars stay on the 1 chord. So you get 4 bars of C minor 7. And then the second line, bars 5 and 6, go to the 4 chord. And just like in a regular blues, you get 2 bars of F minor. Then, and let's keep it simple, that's followed by 2 more bars of C minor. And the last line, the last 4 bars is the turnaround. Bar 9 is D half diminished. Bar 10 is G7 flat 9. And bar 11 is C minor. And bar 12 is back to a G7 flat 9, a 5 chord to go back to the top of the form. Coltrane likes some minor blues. I noticed that he, amongst others, would substitute the D half diminished with an A flat 7. It's basically a tritone sub, or A flat 7 alt, just a basic A flat 7 altered dominant chord. Check out Equinox by Coltrane. It's not in C minor, it's in C sharp minor. And it took me a while to wrap my mind around C sharp minor. When I first started teaching this tune, I put it in C minor just to stop the protesting and rioting that took place during combo rehearsals when players saw C sharp minor tonality. But C sharp minor is good and does fit on the bass nicely. I'll tell you why and how I found this out in a little bit later. Now, Equinox has an ostinato bass line that has to be played to make the tune work. Ostinato meaning a repeating bass line. So here it is, number 1, Equinox bass line through the form. Here's sound file number 1. It's easy. Listen. Okay, that's the Equinox bass line through the form. Get your pianist or guitarist to double the line with you. It's nice when that happens. Maybe just for the head, right? Not through the whole tune. Now, Coltrane has another tune, Bags and Train, also a C sharp minor blues. This is the tune that made me realize that C sharp minor is a good key for bass players. Sometimes it just takes looking at something to realize it's not difficult, studying it real hard, looking at it with detail. In this case, the detail was the solo by Paul Chambers. He takes 3 courses of Arco solo over C sharp minor blues and develops a great solo. Nice ideas that aren't complicated or complex to play, but pure genius. I'll show that in a subsequent episode. In this episode, I want to show a couple of basic bass lines over minor blues that are effective and will get you through. Now the first one, and I've shown this before over D minor. I think it was an episode over playing So What. So here it is. It's just a basic bass line that does the 1, 2, 3, 5. So here's sound file number 2. just over C minor. That's it. That's just the basic outlining the C minor chord, and then I outline it over F minor too. It's an easy shape, and it gets the job done. I have players in my studio played over milestones in G minor and other tunes that use minor tonality for more than one measure. It's very effective. It's actually one of the first walking bass lines I learned. A trombone teacher and player taught it to me. I admit it's redundant, but for new players, it gets the job done. And if you can hold it for multiple choruses, you'll be very helpful in the rhythm section. Bonus, the more you practice it, more lines will come out of it. You'll see the shapes more clearly. You play that over C minor and F minor chords, and that leaves only the last 4 bars. Now here it is. Here's sound file number 3, getting through D half diminished, G7 flat 9, C minor. Sound file number 3. Okay, that's a walking line that moves over D half diminished to G7 going to C minor. You've heard me play this before if you've been listening to all my episodes. I did it over walking bass lines over 2-5-1 progressions. It's just a basic walk up. You plug into those changes. It works very effective on electric and double bass. Okay, now here's a full-blown walking chorus over C minor blues. It does not use the ostinato bass line as in sound file number 2. It's just nice, effective walking over the changes. It works beautifully on electric and double bass. Here's sound file number 4. That'll take you through the 12 bars that are C minor blues. It's what I call a shell bass line. You just learn it, and then the more that you learn it and play it, it starts expanding on its own. Learn it, play with it. It's effective over C minor blues. If you have questions, email me at phil@basscase.co. I'll talk to you soon.